Welcome to Hoopers United, where we chill and talk about basketball. My name is David, and this is.
Silas.
All right, Silas. Exciting, exciting. What you want to talk about? It's been a week.
So let's review the round one matchups. The reason each team won, and then we'll move on to round two.
All right. You want to start out?
We start with the East.
All right, let's start with the
So we
quickest
have,
one. The quickest one is Celtics and Heat. Like I said before, my head picked the Celtics, and I was telling you, I want to pick the Heat. Besides going
yeah,
against
just
it, it was with my heart, but
just a good break.
the Celtics are so good. I can't stress that enough. They are so good. They are so good when they don't you know how it is. Stick to
You
just
know, keep
threes.
ourselves right.
And Porzingis is a key factor obviously, but he's injured still, right? He's got a while to come back or
Yeah,
what?
yeah. I think it's gonna be a couple weeks.
So they should be fine.
As
So
long as
yeah,
we can get them back by conference finals, then we should be good.
all right. Let's move on then. Cavs and Magic. I am surprised. This is 3-3 tied up. The Magic didn't give up. They didn't roll over, and it's. I haven't watched much of this game. I'm gonna be honest, but seeing the highlights and seeing the videos. Holy cow!
I have not watched one of these games, to be honest with you. They're, I feel like they're never on TV, and if they are, I'm busy doing something else.
Right, right. You're more excited to make time to watch the Celtics or somebody else. With the Cavs and Magic, it's no offense to them. They just haven't been, what is it called? Known like that. Relevant. You
Yeah,
know.
they haven't been relevant for a while, so they're trying to make some noise. But
Yeah,
yeah,
today's the game. I actually am gonna watch this. I want to
yeah.
see who wins. So yeah, either team. I said I said Cavs. I picked Cavs, and
Hmm.
yeah, I wouldn't be mad either team goes. It's just I don't think they have a chance against the Celtics, but you never know. Injuries might happen, but yeah. What do you think?
I think it's gonna be an exciting game today. Do you know if they're in Orlando or in Cleveland?
I don't know that until I click this.
Until you click on the game, right?
In Cleveland. It's gonna be in Cleveland.
They're in Cleveland. Okay. Yeah, I think Cleveland takes it today.
Okay, I think so too, but you never know.
Even though Ben Carroll is my guy, I think
That's your
Cleveland takes.
okay. All right, let's continue. Bucks versus Pacers. I think we both chose Pacers,
Yep.
as rightfully so.
Easy work.
Bucks weren't gonna win. They have Doc. They have Damian Lillard injured, obviously, and Giannis. What more can they do? However, I'm gonna tell you this. I am proud of the role players and the bench players of the Bucks. They were fighting tooth and nail to win the game, and I was impressed. I was like, you know what? This game is worth watching. How much effort they were putting in. Sure, there's no real stars on the floor for them, but
How do you feel about the Pacers?
uh, they don't look good defensively when I was watching them.
Yeah, they're awful on defense, but offensively they're great.
I heard that over time. I was hearing the halftime when they were talking about it. They have like what with the Celtics the highest offensive rating or something like that. Something like that.
The problem is Halliburton been kind of trash since he came back from injury, so he hasn't been playing the same. But That Siakam pickup was huge for them.
Yeah, Siakam. Like who? I
A
mean, who did what?
bona
Who
fide
thought
champ.
Siakam was bad though? Like he actually is a good player.
Well, I just feel like the the struggle that they had in Toronto kind of like I wouldn't say put a bad name on him, but like it kind of devalued how good of a player he was.
Wasn't he the best player on that team after Kawhi left?
Yeah, but they were like a trash team. They're like 12th in the East.
I mean, yeah, you need good players around you and all that stuff. Didn't they change coaches too? Nick Nurse wasn't there or somebody else. It's a
Yeah,
whole,
yeah.
yeah. So that makes sense.
Complete rebuild. But yeah, I think it's good to see Siakam on a playoff team. He's the champion. He's an All NBA caliber player. Uh, yeah, I'm excited to see them play the next. It should be pretty good.
Yeah, they're gonna play.
A juggernaut.
Says Monday at 7:30 on our
Really
Eastern
good
time.
offensive team versus a really good defensive team. It should be good.
All right, next is the Knicks and 76ers. Um, can I? I'm gonna say this. Why Tyrese Maxey um is a better player than when James Harden was there as a starter.
I thought Maxey was better than Harden last year.
But I'm saying like his usefulness and it's like he's not getting
Oh,
paid
dude,
as
he's so
much.
much better.
It's not just due to youth. It just well that plays
He's
a
just
part
better
of
at this
it.
point.
He's just it's like he wants it. He's got this like hunger, and oh my god, yo, I was yelling my lungs out when I was like, oh my god, he's hitting that. I'm like, this guy just I love it. I love it. I
And
know
what
Embiid
he's what
can't help
he's
him.
like 22, 23. He's a problem, bro.
uh, Embiid, obviously, he was hobbled, so he couldn't play. Match the pace. But Embiid was playing well too for what you know how he was. So I was impressed with the 76ers. Except
Hmm.
Tobias Harris, he's still not worth that contract. Oh
Never
God.
was.
Yeah, I mean that upsets me. I'm not a 76, but it's like, come on, man, come on. Just get rid of him, please. Buy out his
Yeah.
contract. I don't
They,
know.
they
I
can't get rid of him.
I don't know. I don't think the 76ers should. Um, I don't think they should break it up. Like there are people talk like there's talks they should trade Embiid and stuff and all. I just think Embiid is just injury prone. We all know that, and it's at the worst times. He's a good player,
Great
and
player.
Tyrese Maxey came into his own. Like I would understand if Tyrese Maxey wasn't good and he had Tobias Harris. You know what I mean? Like everything was just not.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
you got good. You're good. Like that was hard fought games. It's not like they were
yeah. They,
rolling over.
they lost, but they were close games. And the Knicks are most likely going to be in the conference finals.
So talk yeah, going back to 76ers, bro. I don't think they should break it up. I think they should continue. I don't know what I don't right now. I don't
Where did
know
they
what.
go though?
That's what I don't know. We'll figure. They'll figure out down the line. We can talk about that. I'm going back to now. Moving to the Knicks. I'm proud of the Knicks. I'm very happy for them. I'm very happy for Brunson, as I said before. And I think Pacers versus Knicks is gonna be a great battle. I don't think it's gonna be like Celtics versus whomever, where it's pretty one sided. I think the Pacers and Knicks are gonna hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be close.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But you just said though you think they're gonna make it to the conference finals, the Knicks, so that you already picked.
We'll get to
You
that
know
later.
what? I agree with you though. I'll pick
We'll
with the
get to that.
Knicks.
We'll get there.
I
We'll get
think
to it.
I'll pick the Knicks too. Actually, it's not gonna like I said, it's not gonna be a rollover. But I think yeah, Knicks is gonna win it out.
Yeah. And then who else we got?
We move into the
So
Western
that was the
Conference.
East. Yep.
Now, Thunder versus Pelicans. Well, we already knew what was happening with that.
I didn't think it'd be that bad.
Yeah, I did because they don't have Zion. So, and you know what I like about the Thunder? Maybe it's a fluke. Maybe they're hiding it very well. These young guys, and you know how their egos get. They want more playing time. They want more ball. You know what I mean? But this team,
Yeah.
they're playing like not as selfish as the other younger guy. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'm just speaking for speak. I just feel like the coach has done a terrific job to get this kind of flow going. Obviously, they got a great
Bro,
leader, SGA. Right now, it's the Pelicans though. It's the Pelicans because playoffs are different. But yeah, it's looking good.
the Thunder are like an AAU team, bro. Like they're all friends. They they just want to see each other play well. It's exciting to watch. They're a good team. I just want to see what happens when the money get involved.
Yeah, that's when obviously yeah. And with the Pelicans, it's that Zion problem. Is it his weight? What is it? You still
What
think
about
he's?
Ingram?
What about him?
He he got completely taken out of the series.
At least he was on
Like
the floor.
I understand, but Zion dropped 40 in a playing game, got hurt. He played a career high games. He had probably one of his best statistical seasons. I think if Zion is healthy, it's a lot different. But Brandon Ingram completely disappeared. CJ McCollum was awful. I mean, it's not all on Zion
All right.
injury.
Okay, CJ McCollum. We knew he isn't a Batman. He's a Robin. We knew that since the Portland days.
Dude, CJ McCollum's not even a Robin.
Uh, okay. Anyways,
Nah,
um,
bro. He's like he's not even an Alfred, bro. Like he's a third option at best.
okay. I'm just looking at it is But the thing is, Pelicans weren't gonna put up a fight against the number one team Thunder. They were hot. Any team, I don't care who it is. Like it would be hard even for the
They
Suns
can't
to
take one
take
game.
on Thunder.
They can't
No,
take one
you
game.
you need your best piece. No matter what, you always need a best piece. It's hard.
We can't get one.
No,
Nothing's
not
gelling
for
it.
Pelican. I didn't think they were. I'm sorry. I didn't. I told you I didn't think they were winning one. I didn't even
Oh,
think I said that. I just thought in my head it was easy. I think I said it was easy Thunder.
I like that roster though.
Yeah. But they need Zion. Zion is the key issue. He's the issue right now. As much as,
Yeah,
yeah, they didn't show up, you're right. I'm not going to say you're wrong. It's just, where's Zion?
yeah, they need him.
That's the real issue. Then you can take on to the second issue and the third issue. I know you, like I said, I'm going to repeat, you are right about all that, but you need your best player on the floor. Either it's a weight problem that continues. I don't know. I personally don't know. He knows best. But yeah. Let's talk about the Clippers and Mavericks. I am disappointed in this series. I thought the Clippers would bring more tenacity. I don't like James Harden. I continue not like more and more. I continue not like James Harden. Before, you know how I was with you guys. You guys enjoy James Harden. I respect it for what he does, but I never liked him. I don't like his attitude. I don't like his demeanor, and I don't like how much he gets paid nowadays. Throughout all these teams, thinking he's the same James Harden. It. I think he needs to retire, but that's just my opinion.
That's crazy.
He's a waste of space.
In terms of, he had
He's a
some good
waste of
games though.
space. I don't care about good games. He's not worth the money they're paying him. If I search it up right now, I'm not gonna agree with the number he's being paid.
That's fair.
He's a waste of space at this point, especially in the playoffs. Yes, I could say, well, yeah, one or two good games. I don't care about that. His whole track record during the playoffs is he's ass. If we're comparing superstars throughout the board, I'm talking about ranking on them. He is in the ass category.
He ain't a
I'm not
superstar
being
no more.
mean. I'm not. I'm talking about in the past. I'm talking about his track record, his whole career. He's just not that guy. He is just not that guy. I'm sorry, but that's the truth, and we're seeing it after many years. I've been saying it, but people call me crazy. I'm not like I don't. I'm sorry. He gets
Is
me
that
upset.
fair though?
He gets
Is
me
that fair,
upset.
though?
Look
Bro?
here.
He's
I'm
playing
gonna.
the Warriors every year.
I'm gonna say this. As much as
Dynasty.
people pick on Paul George, right? As much as people pick on him, that man has so many injuries that he had to come back from. I still think he's one of the best players to ever play to come back from many injuries. We're talking about injuries.
Hmm.
I'm not going to say in general because injuries hobble a person, and somehow Paul George at least somewhat comes up and still plays. Yes, we can make fun of him for playoff P and all that junk, but if we looked at his career as a total, most players with that type of injuries are gone. They're a hobble. They're
Get
a
it?
husk of themselves. And James Harden
Yeah.
hasn't had many injuries as him, but he's a husk of himself. Like through like age. I'm just
Like
speaking facts. That's it for
Paul
me.
George got a titanium rod in his leg. Like
I'm not trying to. I'm not taking a hot seat. This is nothing. This is just me watching them, knowing through their career how many injuries. James Harden doesn't have much injuries as Paul George. I'm sorry.
not even close.
And huh?
Not even close.
I'm not. I'm just trying to speak the truth and how I feel about him, and he just pisses me off when I watch him. Everybody's like, oh yeah, after so many, he could have like 30 games. That's bad. He could have one game and it'll clear all that out. I'm like, it doesn't work that way. Life doesn't work that way. Sorry. People forget his abysmal run as they could have beaten the war. I remember like yesterday. Man took so many threes. They were up ahead and he's trying to be the hero, forcing it. The Warriors come back, and that was his fault. That was just his
What
fault.
was it?
I don't care.
26 missed threes in a row.
I don't understand what people have this like about James Harden. I don't get it.
He just cooks people, bro.
You
Like
know better. You know better than I do. You know, and he cooks. Yes, you're right. During the time where he could take advantage of the fouls, yes,
yeah, yeah.
I'm not I'm not a hater. I just want the truth, bro. And I'm trying to speak like that upset about him. He's just a waste of space. Get him
Like
out of
like
there.
Kobe said, it's just not winning basketball.
And you know how I am. This is nothing new for me. You know I've always been that guy that doesn't like James Harden like that. And it's just not an old head
Yeah,
thing. It's not a
you
no.
had some crazy takes about him, but
It wasn't
anyways,
crazy takes. It was just I seen it. It's like yeah, you I'm not gonna bring
Ginobili
it.
being better than James
Yes,
Harden,
he's better than
crazy.
him. He's a better teammate. He could have got MVP when he was facing
Stop,
against
stop.
when they won that one time. Yes, they could have.
Oh, final, yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. He's not. He comes to the big moments and
But
plays Ginobili.
but
He went
Ginobili
against
in his
Shaq and
life,
Kobe. He was one of the best insider scorers with hard fouls during that time. You know what I'm saying?
no, he's a great player, bro.
It's just a
He's the,
track record.
he's
That's
the
it.
greatest bench player ever.
I don't care that. I don't care what you say right now. I'm just saying.
He
He
is.
just upset me. He just upsets me, James Harden. Get him off the team. Get him out of the NBA. I know I'm sounding mean, but he's a waste of
I
space.
don't know.
He was a waste of space for the 76ers. Nothing was happening there. I don't know why people believe that. And Maxi, finally, once he left, Tyrese Maxi flourished. He's way better. Man, get Harden
So
out of.
David,
I'm
David.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm upset.
So
I can be
I,
wrong.
I I agree. I agree with you in this sense. James Harden being gone was good for Maxi because really all he was doing was keeping or taking touches away from Embiid, taking touches away from Maxi, and throwing up BS, turning the ball over. You know. But at this point, you saying he should retire, crazy statement. But I know where you're going with it because he has no fit in the NBA. There's no fit for him. He can't. Well, like what team? What team can he go to and make an impact? None really. So I see what you're saying in terms of retirement.
All right, my bad. I thank you for holding back. I was ranted too much. Um, all right, next. Ty Lue, isn't he like, is his last contract or year or something like that? And I was hearing about Lakers, because everybody's on Lakers list to freaking get hired.
Well, it's the
um,
Lakers. They're always going to be
Ty
talking,
Ty
but
Lue,
never
you think
doing.
he should sign an extension?
With the Clippers, yeah,
All right, so that's it. All right.
they just stay with the franchise.
Do you think I heard something about Paul George? He could get a max contract. Is this his last season, like you said, or last year with the Clippers?
Yeah, so this is his last year with on this contract. I think there's a lot of teams that could use him. I would like to see him in Sacramento.
Wow, you're sending him to the abyss again.
What do you mean,
I mean, they're a good team. They're just not. They're still not there yet. But yeah, I understand what you're saying.
bro? Listen. They got De'Aaron Fox, who's one of the best point guards in the NBA. Agree or disagree?
No comment right now. Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Okay. Uh, they're probably, if not the best, one of the best shooting teams in the NBA. Agree or disagree?
Yes, they're young,
They
good
have
shooters.
they have a very solid rotation. They Malik Monk probably would have won 6 man of the year if he didn't get hurt. Sabonis is for sure one of the best centers in the NBA. I think Paul George takes that team to a whole nother level. Like they have Harrison Barnes as a starting small forward. If they get Paul George, that's a whole nother beast. I think they could be a real contender.
So what you're saying
Like,
is
think
sending him
about
to
think
a
about
team.
it. This would be basically like the Nuggets team, bro.
No, and that
Obviously,
wouldn't be the Nug. I would see them
no,
more
no,
as
no. Listen,
Cavs
listen,
or
listen.
Magic, or Magic. No, I see them as Cavs. A player like
Hi.
Mitchell,
They have way too many guys that like need the ball. Garland, Mitchell, Evan Mobley. They, I think Paul George is just that's there's too many like scores on the team. And you see how that goes with the Clippers.
yes, they have too many stars.
Yeah, I like the Kings fit for him, but that's my opinion.
I gotcha. All right, so let's Mavs. I I'm so I'm I'm just surprised how well Kyrie and Luca work, and because it doesn't really work in general, like that type of fit, it really doesn't work. But Kyrie is so unselfish, and he's got
Whoa,
championship
whoa,
pedigree.
whoa!
Oh no,
Pause,
no, he
pause,
is though.
pause, pause, pause.
I'm just saying, compared to no, really.
This
Come
is
on, think
crazy.
about it. No, I think because he knows how to flow with the. He's a championship pedigree. He takes those big shots. He knows when to take over. He knows when to pass when need be. I think he's one of the clutchest players of all time. I just it's just surprising though. Like I'm just surprised how good the Mavericks. I don't think the Mavericks are gonna roll over against the Thunder. I really don't. I think it's gonna be a damn good game. But go ahead. What you were saying, that's how I feel.
I'm just astonished to hear the Kyrie Irving praise.
Why?
It's been a long time, man.
I liked Kyrie. I never had anything against him. You know me, throw.
Ky-
I like him,
Kyrie's been getting a lot of hate for the past like 6 years
but
since he
I
left
don't hate
Cleveland.
him. I don't hate him. I really don't. I think he's one of the clutchest players I've always. I like him. I think he's one of my favorite point guards. Ever since I've seen him work with LeBron, he get more exposure with LeBron. I was like, damn, this
Yeah,
guy's amazing. Like I never disliked him. I just think he wasn't a good fit for the Celtics. I think that was a rough patch for him. Especially when he was trying to get into his feelings, where he was trying to become selfish, run his own team. He didn't like LeBron. That whole,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
whatever you
He
hear.
needed to he needed to figure it out.
And he was figuring himself out throughout life, and like the way he just I'm just surprised. I just surprised how well. I didn't think it would work, only because two point guards of the similar nature, point guards, whatever nowadays they're called, they don't tend to work. It really doesn't. You don't see it. The track record's not good, but Mavericks are making it work some. And that's not it's not because of the coach. It really isn't. It's I think it's just due to Kyrie and how unselfish he is.
JK gets no love for that.
He does what he does. I just don't. I think Kyrie himself as a person, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like you hear him how
Yeah.
he talks throughout in his press conference. He just
Mm-hmm.
wants up who he wants to work with the team. Like he's not selfish as he was in his younger days or could be. Even though yes, he was a little. He could be. I'm pretty sure he was a little more selfish during his younger days. He still was good on flow. On flow, obviously by his dribble tactics. I think his mind is great.
Yeah, he's just a great player, man. And it's good to see him advance past the first round because it's been a rough stretch for him.
It has, and you won. You said Mavericks would win, and I picked Clippers, and yeah, you got that one right. I'm so disappointed in the Clippers. Anyways, let's move on. We're talking too much. Timberwolves Suns. That's easy. We knew the Timberwolves would win. Ant Man is just terrific, and yeah, we'll talk about that because we still need to talk about the game yesterday. Anyways, Suns. Let's talk more about the Suns.
What we got to talk about?
They stink.
What's there to talk about?
They stink. Bradley Beal. I don't know who thought in the office that would work, and he has a no trade clause. Yo, his agent, terrific.
Having having no point guard is crazy.
Um, Devin Booker. Yeah,
You know
I
how I
don't
feel
know.
about him, bro. You
I,
know how I
I,
feel about him, man.
I don't understand. I never understood. I don't like it when people make comparisons to other players because I rather see the player as themselves, right? That's how you know me. But it's like, yo, how you seen him as Kobe? Well, what is this Kobe esque? Where's all this praise coming from? Like early on, I never saw it. I don't understand, and it's just
You
he's not a
never
leader.
saw it?
I don't think he's a leader. Kobe is a leader, but he's a rough leader per se. I don't think he's a perfect leader. Kobe, Devin Booker is not a leader. He don't take over during those times. I don't believe throughout the track record right now. I don't think he has it like Kobe. How about that? If we're gonna compare them, just remembering off my
Not at
head,
all. Not at all.
like he's like I remember when Kobe was carrying Smush Parker, Kwame Brown in the playoffs. I'm like, Devin Booker, you have two great players. Kobe really didn't at that time, and he was pushing the number one seed. Was it Suns? This is I'm trying to remember this. I may be off a little, but I remember that when he hit the game winner. I'm like, holy, he's leading. Like Booker, do that. That's Kobe esque. Push against the one seed. It pisses me off these type of things. People forget history. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just upsets me. These are the type of things that rage me. I'm like, anyways, you got anything else? We can move on.
Um, and obviously Lakers Nuggets, that was easy work.
That was
Um,
easier. Oh, actually, you got anything about the Suns though? Nothing.
nah. You know how
All
I
right,
feel about KD. You know how I feel about Devin Booker.
all right. So, not Lakers.
Time's up. Their time's up.
Whose time's up?
Phoenix.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's true.
I don't like I don't like how we're already talking about what team is KD going to next. I'm tired of him.
That's not even him. It's just the media trying to you know
I
how
know,
they
I
are.
know, I know. It's so annoying. So
But
annoying, bro.
yeah, let's move on. Like you said, Nuggets Lakers. We both chose the Nuggets. That was easy work. Um, I did. I actually am. I think this Lakers team was actually pretty good. Like for what they did. Like, and I'm not. It's kind of hard. I don't want to say, well, their best version was as they say, the bubble. But I think I told you before. I think yeah, I told you a while ago. I said I think the Lakers did well because AD gets injured a lot, and LeBron is obviously he's much older, so they were so much time off. They got rest. They got their bodies. They get to work. You know what I mean? They'd have to. So it was less. They were very refreshed coming in, and with LeBron, being who he is, they easily won that, or not easily, but it was better. But I think this Lakers team, non-bubble, is was their best version. It's just unfortunate, some things.
Since that bubble run, right?
Yes, I think this was a good Lakers team. I didn't think I never. I don't know why some people thought that they could push this to some kind of game six, game seven series. I never thought that, but okay. But yeah, I don't think they. I don't know if Darvin Ham should have got fired. I don't know. He had a
Uh,
positive record over the
Fair.
two tenures he had. You
But
can't compare.
when you
It's kind of hard. I know. I think they're trying to compare what's his name to win that championship in the bubble with Darvin Ham, but it's like what I'm trying to understand is the thought process of fans to the office. What were you? What was the realistic? What were your fake expectations against the champions, Nuggets? Who
Yeah, fair,
is
fair.
smoking cocaine? Some kind of hydro. What were you like? What was Darvin Ham supposed to do against a championship team? I really want to know. I want to be a fly on the wall to understand that is hard. But
Near impossible.
that oh no! And then they fired his what is his whole gang or whatever under him, this entire staff or something like that, because they want to get rid of Darvin Ham's stench, I guess
Yeah,
they want.
they cleared house.
Yeah. What's his name? But who else? What's his name? My God,
Who, Bill Handy.
their third best player, Lakers' third best player,
Oh, Russell.
Russell. Yeah, and
Or
it was a bad look when he was eating on the bench, and I saw that. I'm like, that's a bad look.
yeah, he
Uh,
was hungry.
and I think he's trying to bet on himself to get more money or something like that. I was hearing, like, isn't he on for trying to get a contract thing
Yeah,
to get more
he got
money?
I think a player option on this contract.
Now, I'm not gonna hold it against him. He did play well by numbers,
Yeah,
but I don't think he played overall well. Like maybe if I was to match obviously AD and LeBron, he wasn't on that level, which he
well, he's
should be.
never gonna be.
What I'm just saying, he should be if he wants that contract extension or whatever, more money, whatever,
No,
whatever.
no, no. I think he's gonna get a better maybe not a better contract, but this is probably gonna be his last big deal.
Do you think LeBron wants that?
I
You're a
think
fan of
LeBron
LeBron?
likes him.
You think so? You're a fan of him. You know him better than I. So
I don't know him at all.
nah, but you know how he moves. You know you've been watching. That's your favorite player of all time.
I think I think D'Angelo Russell's gonna do what's best for D'Angelo Russell.
All right. Tell me the rest. How you feel about the late and all that stuff? Since I share, obviously, my opinion.
I'm sorry, how I feel about what?
How you feel about the whole situation? Like, I didn't get to hear what you felt because I kept rambling on or keep continuing to talk. But go ahead. The whole situation, everything.
No, I think the Lakers are finished. They need to, and the problem is when you have LeBron, it has to be win now. So they can't rebuild. And then the problem is they try to make trades to get big players. They trade away all the draft picks, and they have no young talent coming in. You're done. Trade
S-
AD, trade LeBron,
You think
trade him to Boston.
you know how they let go of Darman Ham because they think it's always the coach's problem? Do you think they should let go of who's the GM, whomever that guy is? I forget his name.
Rob Pelinka.
Do you think they should let him go? Because maybe it's his problem too. He's been the
Bro,
issue.
let's start with the Bus family. Let's get rid of them first.
No, no, they're fine. They've been there winning championships, haven't they? I don't think it's that. Well, obviously, I don't think if we're talking about the Bus family, I think they're not. They're just not as good as their father. If we're gonna be real, like he's the one who helped recruit. Was it Shaq and Kobe and that whole team? You know what I mean? Like he was really
Yeah,
involved. I don't know. You can. Children can never be the same as their parents. You know what I mean? So it's just not working out for them right now.
I just don't think they understand how to build a basketball team.
But that's the GM, isn't it?
That's the whole organization.
Okay. So you just say blow it up basically in the end.
Yeah, restart.
Where would you throw LeBron then? Or you want to keep LeBron and what's going on with LeBron? That's your favorite player. Where do you think he should go? I don't care about AD. It's whatever, but you can tell your opinion
First of
about
all,
that.
I believe LeBron's a free agent this year, this summer.
Oh. Well, that's if he decides to come back, which I think he's coming back. I think he's just playing the media. He
I
still
think
wants to
so
play with
too.
his son. He wants to play with his son. He'll be the first one, so why not?
I think he comes back too, but only because he does not need to go to a new organization at his age.
But he does bring in the money. We got to bring the business terms in this. He still sells us what is that? Still the third best selling jersey,
I
right?
believe so.
Yeah. So he still brings in the money, and he still wants max contract. He's at this point where he wants the most money, which
He still warrants that money too, though.
yes, um, Lakers is who else can give him that kind of money? You know what I mean? But he said, didn't he say in the end it doesn't matter about the money? Like if he was going to go play with his son,
Oh
he
yeah,
wants to be on the floor with him.
to sign
So
LeBron to Celtics going to sign LeBron to a vet minimum.
that's you would love that, and he wins a championship there because he could tie up Jordan and pass
Now he'll still
Steph.
be behind Jordan.
He can pass Stephen Curry during the LeBron
But
era, even though Steph Curry was there. I still don't understand that.
what you mean?
I remember people say, "Oh, this is LeBron era," but then Stephen Curry's got 5 championships or whatever during the LeBron era. Four.
Nah, this is LeBron era.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Anything else you wanna talk about the Lakers, or we move on about yesterday's
Let's
game?
move on from that weak team, man.
All right, Timberwolves and Nuggets. Man, I was excited for this game. I really enjoy the game, man. Anthony, man, I like that guy. I really do. Um, I think this is gonna be a close game, and the reason I think that is Joker, as good as he is, right? The physicality is, and that plays a part because your body needs to recover using energy through all that physicalness. Joker is going against Rudy Gobert
Yep.
and Carl Anthony Towns and whomever else they put on him.
And Nas
N-
Reed, the
No,
greatest player of all time.
there was no other teams. Like this is such a great team to meet the Nuggets because of those big men. Because Joker is a problem.
Exactly. That's
And
why
oh
the
my
Lakers
God.
beat them. That's why the Lakers beat them in the bubble. Anyways,
Anyway,
continue.
hinting at the Dwight should hire Dwight. Anyways, going back, yeah, man, this is it's just I just can't believe how this matchup can work. Be, like I said, man, I was watching it, and it's funny because if you look back at it, remember how everybody was trashing the Rudy Gobert pick, the signing, and giving all that stuff away.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
look
yeah.
how good Timberwolves are now. And like I said, Anthony's younger. They got a couple other pieces, and imagine if this experience they learn, they get better next year with Rudy Gobert, the one that they said they shouldn't have gotten him. And it's and like I said, it's just so the universe just somehow worked that he would give Joker a hard time. Obviously, Joker's gonna get his, but this is really gonna test Joker. In the end, this is really gonna test Joker. This is three men that have to play against it. It's not like Jamal Murray. What is he any injured or something like that? That's one thing.
He's a little banged up.
Yeah, yes, and they got Porter. Like, there's no other player right now who's gonna see so many defenders, and Joker's gonna be key. Like his attrition, his stamina. How much can he take? Yes, other players are important. Yes, yes, yes. But to me, I think the key is that matchup, three versus one. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Yes,
go ahead.
gonna be good.
And oh, I man, yo, Anthony, so good, bro, so good. But yeah, go ahead.
For him. It just comes down to consistency,
Who?
and
Oh, for you or
for his game though, for him to take that next step,
okay?
because he has
You
a lot of games where like he put up 9 points.
Oh my God, yes. If I was gonna say that, I forgot to tell you, man. When I was watching that game, it was so rough watching it. It was rough. The offense wasn't smooth. It really wasn't. It felt like what's a game I remember watching? The Celtics versus the Heat. When they were first playing the game, they both looked so rough. They were shooting up, missing, 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 missing. It looked rough. The dribbling. It's almost like watching a park game where there's no set plays. There's no coordination. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it was seeming like that. I was like, "Oof, this is rough." But it may be also the defense because the playoffs. There wasn't really a lot of calls. As you noticed. I don't know if you watched the game. Like it
yeah,
was a
yeah.
lot of rough stuff that can obviously throw off, the smoothness of the game.
I love that though, bro.
I do too. I do too. Especially when they finally get their feet planted and get better throughout the quarters. But yeah, how like I said,
Let's play ball, man. I don't want to hear the ref blowing the whistle every 10 seconds.
oh man, yeah, man. Against Anthony, I'm like, bro, come on. Let him have a little fun. We need to have a little fun. We want to see the taunting. I want it. See, that's the part of the old school I miss, when the refs, at least let some of that stuff fly, Because, when you watch those old clips and how that taunting goes, you're like, holy cow, they can do that?
Yeah, compared to now, it's like you can't even clap at the guy.
Yeah. But yeah, what was your key observation? Did you watch the game? I don't know. Maybe you didn't. You were busy.
I did.
Yeah. What it looked like to you?
Just feel like this is the perfect matchup of for I'm this is the perfect team to beat the Nuggets in terms of the way they match up because they both have really deep benches and they have a lot of bodies they can throw a Joker. That's the biggest thing because I feel like uh, Edwards and Murray. Let's say this. I'll say Murray and KCP combined is is Anthony Edwards. Right, a little disrespectful, but I'll say that. Right. Then they got Jaden McDaniels who's gonna lock up on defense. They got a lot of bodies to lock up the paint. So those Joker and Porter lobs, and not Porter, Gordon, the paint's gonna be kind of packed. And then they both got good benches, man. Timberwolves got the sixth man of the year. They got a couple bench scorers. I like the team. It should be good.
Alright, I'm
Who do
excited.
you think's gonna win?
Oh, for some reason, the only reason I think they're gonna win, I think the Timberwolves are gonna win. It's gonna be a close game because Jamal
Really?
Murray is banged up. He is not at full, and all he is their second best player. That is key. Unless he has one of those out of his mind games, and hit a game winner. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Usually I choose. This is a good
And
one.
not only that, the Wolves actually won away too.
That's true. Yeah, that's right. They did beat the
Big
Nuggets away.
statement. Big statement.
You know what?
But yeah,
Um, I don't know if I should choose. I don't know right now. Should I choose the Wolves? Such a good. I don't know, man.
it's gonna be
Get
a good
back.
series, man.
It's gonna be like I said. I think.
I'll
You know
get
what?
I'll get back to you after the season's over. Okay, I'll tell you. I'll ask who you want to win.
Okay. And the next game is at 10 p.m. My God, that's rough. I hate these late games, bro. I gotta go to bed for work. Bro,
10,
why these
10
gotta
p.m.
be
is
so
crazy.
late? It's because they're in the
Um,
West. That's why.
because Monday Night Raw is on tomorrow. That's why
Yeah. Okay. Um.
in Hartford.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, going back to the Cavs game, right? This man's gonna be out for the game. Jared Allen.
Allen. Yeah, I saw that.
So does that change things up?
Definitely.
No tree in the paint.
No, they got Evan Mobley.
Doesn't matter. Wait? Is he as good as Jared Allen? You know better than I do.
He's better than Jared Allen.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see. I'm definitely putting on that game. I gotta watch that. But yeah, anything else you wanna talk about?
I'm just excited for round two, man.
Yeah, me too.
Getting excited. Celtics gonna go crazy.
Yeah,
You
they're
know, you know
already.
how we do.
Yeah, yeah, they're so good, so good. I still don't trust. I don't. I still don't trust that they are championship material, but they look so good. Look so good.
Don't disrespect.
I don't. They just look so good when they were playing the Heat. It's the Heat. It's the eighth seed. But who else? Like looking at I don't think Pacers can keep up with Celtics. I want the Knicks to be the one.
No,
I think
no,
they're the.
no shot.
I think the Knicks
Yeah,
are
I'm
the
only
one.
worried about the Knicks. I'm only worried about the Knicks.
And yeah, that's so good though. Oh, Celtics fans are gonna be so pissed again if they don't win it.
No, this is gonna be the year
This
that
is it. This can be the year. I can somewhat feel it. Like they were like, who can
no,
stop them?
but this season is either gonna make our organization or break our organization. There's no in between.
Nah,
This
it's the
this
fan.
year is
It's the fans. It's
this
gonna.
year is championship or bust, bro.
That's every year with you guys. You guys are so good every year.
Tired of it, bro. I'd rather be trash.
No, you don't want to be Sacramento Kings where they were and where Magic
You're
was
right. You're
before.
right. I don't want to be San
No,
Antonio. My
no, that was rough. Remember when the Celtics were bad though? Like Paul Pierce was there,
dude.
but they were not good. Like Paul Pierce was obviously the one of the best players for his position at that time.
He's one of the
Remember?
best players in the league.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just cuz he got that one vote. Yeah, sure.
He's a top 10 player.